Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. That's right, I'm back. I've been ill, I've still got a very light cough, but I'm feeling much better now, and I'm able to put 100% energy into the recording of Katawa Shoujo. So I'm back in black, back on all the forms. I'm starting Katawa Shoujo and then put all the other stuff back on afterwards. But yes, Katawa Shoujo, today we are starting on Rin's Route. Basically, if you watch the start of Emi's thing, I'm trying to say this now, you're going to be confused here. If you just jump in the middle, this is going to be confusing. I suggest you go back and watch some of the first few episodes, like up to about 16 or something like that. I can't remember. Before Chapter 2 starts. If you watch the first few episodes up until maybe the part where you go to town with Lily and you meet Rin, right? Get to there. Then watch Emi's stuff up to the part with the Perusian blue. Because just before this is the bit where Rin tells us to go and find Prussian, whatever, blue. And basically this is different because of the fact that I didn't choose to run with Emi. Basically, when I got to that point where it said push on or just hold back, because I held back and all the other decisions I made, this dialogue changes here. And instead of going with Emi to find the Prussian blue, I usually I'd go with Emi, but now I stay with Rin. So, here we go. Emi heaves a sigh.
I guess I have to go back and get some. Goodbye. I promised to help with our class project, though, so I'll be back later. Can you manage about it for a few hours? Oh, Rin, you're glorious, darling.
I'm trying to put us off Emi now. Rin nods, and so Emi leaves. I stay because I like watching Rin paint, and because I have nothing better to do. I sit on a box and pick up today's book from my bag. It's a story about 3 guys drinking beer for 2 weeks straight and doing little else. Sounds glorious. I wanna be in that book. Rin moves from the spot that was in need of the blue and starts slowly working on another. That's the disturbing painting. Her foot works the brush steadily against the plastered wall. Layers of paint on top of layers of paint. The mural slowly gains some form. I turn the pages at a leisurely pace. In this chapter, they are drinking beer at the protagonist's friend's place. In the previous one, it was the protagonist's own apartment. It's not a page-turner kind of book. A slice of someone's imaginary life that makes me wonder why it had to be written. Because it's great. Why indeed? The reason for doing something creative, something incomprehensible. Like, why does Rin paint? Why does Rin? Why? There we go. Like, why Rin does painting? It feels like she and Emi are the same, going squarely against their fates as if it's just out of spite. Rin even said something like that. Do something you can't because you can. I like to do the opposite of what people say because I can. I am spiteful. Is that what she meant? Is that her reason? It might be Emi's. She comes off as quite a headstrong person. We've gone back in time. Remember, Emi punched us back in time, so, you know, I think our mind got shattered, so we don't remember Emi now. Rin doesn't give off that kind of an air. Thinking about it, she didn't give off any kind of air. She doesn't even fart. Letting off air. She's a bit tup. Or maybe a different kind every time I talk of her. Why did she say what she said? Why does she, or anyone at all, paint or draw or sculpt or write? I've never had much of a creative impulse, so I don't think I can really understand it. It makes me feel hollow inside. What a grim thought. I can't really decide whether it's true or not either. Am I content being this way? I can't deny I'm feeling a little bit envious of Rin, but I can't really consider it a flaw of any kind. I'm myself, and she is herself. Still, I do need to find something that could make me feel a little less lost about myself, instead of just drowning myself in these books as I did in the hospital. I can't help but feel disorientated. The new school, lifestyle, and people around me contribute heavily to this sensation. I'm trying my best to fit into social circles, and most of the people I've met have been really nice. Some nicer than others. It still feels like I'm an outsider, although, like I don't belong. I shake the feeling off, realizing that I'm spacing out. Don't worry, I'm sure Rin didn't notice. I have neither turned a page of the book nor done anything for Rin. She's trying to pour some paint from a big can using only her feet, having not bothered to ask me. Maybe she did and I didn't hear. Either way, it looks very unstable. I quickly jump to help her, as it looks like she's about to spill out the entire contents of the can all over the pavement. I take the can from her feet and pour some in the bowl. She doesn't say anything, neither do I. I catch a glimpse of her eyes looking silently at me from under her unkempt bangs. It's an unreadable expression. A perfect poker face. Poker face! You know I was going to do it. Man, that song is old. Mixed with a hint of something like mild surprise. I wonder what she is thinking. Maybe she's wondering about what I'm thinking. Maybe nothing. A penny for your thoughts? Penny for your thoughts, Governor? Do you have any pennies with you? I don't think I do. Then I don't think I will tell. I'm not thinking anything either, so you're in luck. Except now I just did. She frowns, looking very unsatisfied. It's hard to not think about anything, but it's important. I'm about to ask why it's important when some old guy walks up to us. Some old guy? He's like, oh, well, I'm an old guy, what's going on? Looking like he has some business with Rin. Whoa, what the heck? PM, predatory male. What am I looking at? Oh my god. He's like Morpheus and Biggie from Noddy mixed into one. Oh my gosh, he has little pink glasses on. Wow. What is with the tie? Good afternoon! How's it going? I can make it. Rin doesn't take her eyes off the wall, and responds so naturally that I can only assume they know each other. I haven't seen the man before, so I naturally wonder who he might be. Maybe a teacher? His hair is faded to a silvery grey, so much that it looks artificially dyed. Hope that's not the case. Small round glasses hang on the bridge of his nose, but he appears he's constantly looking over the lenses rather than through them. Yeah, they do seem too small to even be of any use. He's studying, they're so small, they don't do anything for me, I can't even see them. He's studying the mural intently over said glasses. Good! What bold composition you have! Why am I doing it like that? What bold composition you have! He moves to inspect the mural closer. He's a singer, talking to himself about it in a way that makes it obvious he wants us to hear it too. Very good indeed. I don't really know what to make of it, but Rin doesn't seem to care much. She's looking around her working space, the various bowls of different tones scattered all over. Hisao? A little more of this? Give me a second. I pour a 50-50 mix of two paints into the bowl to create more of the same pale pink tone Rin was using to fill up the shape of a man's face. Rin watches me doing so, which makes me feel nervous somehow. Her face is so unassuming that it feels that she's just waiting for me to do something wrong. The man turns to reckon me as well, looking surprised as if he noticed my presence only just now. Maybe he did. Why, hello there! Who might you be? I'm a transfer student to Class 3-3. Hisao Nakai. Nice to meet you. Muto's class, Well, I won't hold that against you. He laughed very loudly, obnoxiously loudly. A few small birds take flight from a nearby tree, pelting us with poop. Big birdie poop.
Hello! Gordon's alive! I won't hold it against you!
It's gonna be like a weird mix of Brian Blessed and that fucking voice that Honeydew always does from the Yogscast.
I'm Shichi Nomiya, the art teacher!
So this is the art teacher. In retrospect, should have guessed that much. He even looks like one. So as far as first impressions go. He's a mess. Look at that. Salmon pink jacket, yellow and red tie, big white shirt.
How did you come to end up assisting my protege?
I'm interested in the art club. I'm just kind of stuck with it. I'm interested in the art club. I guess I'm a little interested in the art club. I blurted out, partially inadvertently.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing specific. I wonder if I could come by sometime, even if it's just to observe or something. I've been thinking that I should join some club or something, so... It's no way a premeditated move, but a vague sense of determination has really been building inside of me for this past week. I want to do something. I want to belong somewhere. It might as well be the art club. My shortcomings notwithstanding. The teacher seems pleased.
Oh, you want to join? Well, we always welcome new people, of course. Club meetings are normal enough. We study various aspects of the fine arts and try our hands at them as well. Or feet.
He gives an embarrassed cough.
Sorry, or feet.
But Rin doesn't seem to mind. I take a small amount of comfort from the fact that I'm not the only one who has vocabulary difficulties in the school. This guy's disability is that he's too loud and too bright. Namiya rebounds from his faux pas by theatrically checking this time from his huge gleaming pocket watch and slaps his forehead even more theatrically.
No! Oh, I really must leave now, but if you have any questions, I'm sure Tezuka can clarify.
Somehow mentioning clarify and Rin in the same sentence doesn't feel right. However, I don't say as much to the teacher, since he seems to be in a hurry.
Tezuka, I'm pleased to see that this little project is going so well. I just stopped by to remind you not to run off by yourself tomorrow. I've invited certain people to the festival for you, and I'm sure they'd like to meet you as well. I hope I'll see you on Monday then, Nake.
Wow, it's gonna be fun doing him. The teacher leaves, and we are left by ourselves again. Rin is still painting as if nothing notable happened. Since nothing in fact did, I'm left wondering what on earth is wrong with me. Art and I haven't worked well together in the past, at least judging from the grades I used to have in middle school. Maybe a club will be different than obligatory class, who knows. I try to come up with something meaningful to ask about it, but to no avail. I'll just go to the club meeting and see how it goes. So, he invited some people tomorrow just to check out your painting? He has a lot of art people friends. They like to talk about art. I think he wants me to talk about art with them. Man, I think I'm being a bit quiet when I did that voice. Somehow, I get the feeling you aren't too thrilled about it. Rin shrugs non-committedly, but it still gives an impression of her general displeasure at the idea of having to discuss her painting, or any painting, with other people. I don't really like talking about art. It's already a way to talk about without talking, so why bother talking about it? I can understand that. It's like being bored, and talking about being bored, because you were bored. I'm not following you. Have you ever talked about being bored? It's pointless and not very exciting. All you can really say about it is, I'm so bored. I once spent a week trying to think of something meaningful to say about boredness. It was the most boring week I've ever had. That's pretty fitting, don't you think? Rin gives me a look. A laconic look. Like a laconic kind that looks like it... I'm not sure what that means. It looks like it doesn't mean anything, but it does. Could be Lasonic. Lasonic. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I guess I just really can come up with anything to say about art. I mean, like this one you're doing now. I have no idea what to think about it, except that it looks nice. What is this painting about? Giant, floating, freaky heads. It's not about anything at all. That's why I like to say, so I did. But that was a small lie. I said it anyway, because I kind of would like it to be true. Teacher wanted me to do this, but I didn't have any ideas. I tried to have some, but nothing happened. So now, this is a painting without any ideas. But, what are you painting then? No idea. Come to think of it, I think I'll call this No Idea. Now I started thinking again. This is bad. Oh god. The robot that is Rin is about to explode. Error, error. She shakes her head vigorously for a while, trying to shake thinking out of her head. Sorry, to shake thinking. I should shake thinking out of her head. That amber red hair flies wildly around. This is why I had Emmy help me. She makes it easy to not think about anything. You know how she just talks and talks about nothing for hours? It's like her head is made of bubblegum from foam bath jelly. You are kind of the same, but not really. It's very helpful if you stay here. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not. It's probably neither, with Rin being the overtly neutral person she is. So, is there anything specific you'd like me to do to make you not think? Just be. So without knowing what I should do, I just sit on an empty box to watch her continue with the painting, idly leafing the pages of the beer-drinking book. Rin has a serene expression on her face, her dark green eyes hiding what she might think behind them. No, wait. She's supposedly not thinking anything, right? What's the feet coming out of the person's mouth? This picture is ridiculous. That guy has ears for a body. She quietly hums to a tune, interrupting every now and then with a polite request for some more paint or another kind of brush. Her eyebrow is over her hair. What the hell? Her concentration is admirable, even though she seems to be sleep-deprived and under pressure to finish the job. That guy's got a clown nose. Inch by inch, the painting gains more form, details being added on top of details, colours entwining with each other, filling the empty spaces growing on top of each other. I find myself thinking about inspiration and motivation to create art again. Where does one get ideas? They don't come out of nowhere. And I don't think there are muses that magically inject some inspiration in your head. Ideas have an origin and a purpose. The more I think about it, the more I'm convinced that Rin is lying about her mural. Or at least twisting the truth. Maybe she doesn't even realize it herself. You can't do anything creative without having an idea of what you're going to create. That would go against the definition. Every stroke must be decided to be drawn. Even if it's made at random, then that too is conscious decision. So her painting, even this one, must be based on having some deliberate goal or idea of what to print. If Rin's idea is to have no idea, as she said, does that count as having an idea? A logical paradox? That seems to be Rin's modus operandi for most normal interaction. What is he talking about? So it wouldn't surprise me if she hadn't even noticed this herself. I wonder if I should bring it up, but I'm not sure if I want to engage in an argument about logic with this girl. No. One of us would probably end up short-circuiting fairly quickly, so I discard the thought. Rin is squirming and shuffling restlessly. Even her usual blank visage breaks occasionally into pretty difficult-looking expressions. The kind that one doesn't just come up with accidentally. Everything alright? Yeah? No? My back started hurting again. This painting is too big, after all, and it's hard to paint in this position. Want to take a break? After I finish this part. Of course she doesn't take a break, and I don't bring it up again because that would be completely and utterly pointless. Rin continues her work, and I stay with her. I like to watch her paint. I'm going to be a member of the same club she's in now. When she declares the mural to be finished, it's already so dark that I have no idea how she can tell. There's no celebration, no general sense of a job well done. Just a tired and laconic... Laconic? Laconic? Laconic. Is we laconic? I'm done. And then we both go to sleep. Just there, just on the floor. What? Yeah, what's up, bruh? The next day, I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Sleeping late is fine, since it's a Sunday and there are no classes. Not just a Sunday, though, but the festival as well. Right, is this... Have I done this bit? Oh, I have done this bit. Oh, here we go. So, yeah, we talked with him, and they said something about the art club. Well, I joined the art club, so I guess I'll go with them.
You did what? You did what?
I joined the art club.
Man, that was a bad move. Really bad. You don't know what kind of girls there are in the art club. Troubled, angsty cuties who tear your heart out and eat it raw.
Well, I know one art club member, and I don't really see Rin suddenly becoming a psychotic murderer. That seems unlikely.
Don't say that. Don't fool yourself. You have no idea what you're dealing with here. Man, they are the worst kind.
So every time we do this conversation, it's something different, basically, of what I've done.
They drag you in with all this fancy pantsy shit, and when you least expect, BAM! Screwdriver to the temple.
Bam what? Kenji seems slightly phased at my skepticism, but not any less loony.
It doesn't matter. Tread carefully, man. Tread carefully.
And then it skips ahead again. Here we go. The happy hubbub of the crowd greets me as I push myself through the main door and step outside. The school grounds were transformed into a festival grounds over yesterday and this morning. Colourful stands line as the main walkways from the main entrance to the school building. Some people are carrying stuff to and fro, but behind most counters are relaxed students who look like they are good to go. Most of the other students have been up early to finish their preparations. A feeling of guilt passes through me, but it soon goes away. It's like, I don't care. I'm just a lowly transfer student after all. Hey, in another life, you did help set it up. Some visitors are already strolling around the grounds. There are some young families of the perturbed parents trying to keep up with their over-enthusiastic offspring. A few students of our own accompanied by their parents. And a lot of old and young people who are here for no reason, I can imagine. The carillon bursts into life, and the principal's squeaky voice announces the opening of the festival over the PA system. Everyone applauds politely, if a bit unenthusiastically. Yeah, congratulations on talking! A school festival. We didn't really have festivals at my old high school. It feels kind of old-fashioned, especially considering the school I came from. But it's still somewhat exciting. A day off feels sweet after the first week of hard work, despite me lying on the hospital bed for 4 months prior to this. I recall even wishing that I could go to math lessons during my stint at the hospital. I can't remember the program for the festival, even though Muto went through it during class just the other day. I step off the dorm steps, intending to take a tour around the grounds to see all the stuff they have to set up, but I only make it down to the bottom of the stairs. A few people are studying Rin's mural on the wall, while the artist herself is lounging on the sidelines, leaning against the wall and looking extremely bored and mildly under the weather. Good morning. Hello. Hello. How are you today? How's it going? Nowhere. I'm stuck. I am stuck. What do you mean stuck? I mean I can't walk. Stuck. I think my legs are out of order because of yesterday. I mean, I can't walk. Stuck. I think my legs are out of order because of yesterday. Does it hurt? It's hard to say. Maybe. The strain of working on the mural was greater than she let me know. I thought it was just a bit of tired muscles or something. I mean to ask something further, but Rin swiftly moves out onto another topic. Teacher's friend came by. Then they headed to town for lunch and asked me to go. It was a good thing my legs hurt so much. But you're stuck sitting there? That's not good. I'll just wait till I can walk again. It should be either sooner or later, if you think about it for a while. Teacher was happy that I finished the mural. He should be. But I wonder if it's finished after all. Oh? I thought yesterday that I had done everything, but now I'm not sure anymore. I should paint more details, maybe. Probably. It's very hard to decide. Finished or not, the mural looks great in broad daylight, if really confusing. Yay, we get a confusing close-up. Various human body parts repeated over and over in a widely mutating, mostly disfigured variety are the main element. They are rough looking, as if thoughtlessly placed and rudimentarily painted, but a great deal of thought and care has gone into each and every one of them. Is that a fish in the guy's head? Does this one have a frog growing out of his head? It's a fish. I thought it was a frog. It's a goldfish. I said it was a fish. Some artistic boobies there. What's that? It's nothing. Anyway. The wall is so wide, I have to turn my neck from side to side to see the entire painting. It's hard to consider it as a single piece. The elements don't seem to fit together. But I guess they do create some kind of a whole. Do I have to cover that up? I don't know. I don't think I do. I didn't do it last time. It's only art. Abstract as it is, I have no idea what it's supposed to be portraying, but it looks nice. That's enough for me. I settle myself next to Rin, leaning against the wall like she does. The happy noises of the festival are becoming louder as more and more folks enter the grounds. The dorms are far from the main attractions in the main building, and the stands around the courtyard, so most visitors have not found their way here yet. Ah, Jesus. She sort of leans in. A somewhat bored expression settles on Rin's face, making her look detached from everything that's going around her. She's being awfully quiet. I wonder if she's in pain. So, what did the art people say about your mural? My question wakes Rin from her daydreaming. She lazily turns her face towards me. I'm not sure. I think they liked it. Maybe they did. What about you? Are you happy with the mural? Because I kind of participated. It'd be terrible if you weren't happy. Rin tilts her head, biting her lower lip. I think it came out decently. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It's just, I guess, I'm alright at being empty-minded. Can I ask something else? What does the painting really portray? I thought about it yesterday when you said that it doesn't portray anything. But that's a logical fallacy, isn't it? You can't make something out of nothing, not even art. Rin frowns and turns her head back towards the clouds. I don't know. I'm not really good at explaining things. It's just a mural. There's nothing special to it. I said it already. She sounds annoyed at my inquiries. I didn't know what I'd paint, so I decided to just paint a mural. It's a mural that portrays a mural. No, wait. Just thought up a better way to say it. It portrays itself. So, it's a muralness muralness is at the maximum, at least as far as I can do. So if you think it has some meaning, I think that's the same as this one has. That makes no sense. Meaning, I feel the corners of my mouth turning upwards into a smile that's just a tiny bit bothered. That's a weird-ass picture, that is. I never understood art in the deepest meaning of the word. I get the basics. How art is supposed to be the only means for exchanging ideas and thoughts. However, I never learned how I should interpret a piece of art to somehow divine what the artist intended to say through it. I know it's not any special skill, but somehow my brain never can connect art with anything else than what I see. All I see is a mural. I can admire the technical skill. After all, even I know the difference between bad art and mediocre art. Mediocre art and good art. But as far as I can go, so don't ask me about meanings, Rin. Her reply sure made me reluctant to ask her about any further either. So, what are you doing when you get on your feet? Nothing. Nothing? This is a festival. Don't you want to go and have some fun? I'm fine like this. You don't like socializing much, do you? I think I'm arguing more for her than for myself at this point. It's not that I'm particularly thrilled about the festival either. Just a bit curious to see what it's like. That's about it. Her answer is unsurprising. No, I don't. I guess me neither, in the end. You should go if you want to. I know, but I can keep you company. I'm not used to all this yet, so it's okay to take it easy. I can leave, though, if you want to be alone. I like it if you are here. We circle around each other with words, but eventually end up somewhere. Her saying that makes me feel oddly happy, so I stay. Her presence is something I like too. The odd, warm aura of serenity that she seems to emanate makes it comfortable to be silent. I really like that. This is the first time he's not obsessed with the idea of silence. We watch people walk by, the two of us silent, everyone else chattering happily among themselves. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to go out in a minute. So I'm going to stop now, and thanks for watching. Welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. This is Rin's route. This is going to be an interesting route, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.